Hey dude, you alright? Fire away. Lou isn't here. Lou's gone out with with our other friends tonight, so he just said I can do the interview, just me. So.
So you're the official emissary of Nye Harvest right now.
I am today. But,
all right. So you guys have been real busy right now. You got a new single out. You got upcoming EP, and you just signed to Topshelf. So how's it going over there? Are you guys partying it up?
Yeah, we're really fucking stoked about it. It's all a bit of a shock. Obviously, we've known about like the Topshelf thing for a few months, and we've had to keep our mouths shut. But it's like until it actually drops, it doesn't feel real. Like it feels real now, and it's really cool. Kevin and Seth and Greg are really great dudes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what made you want to join Topshelf?
Well, I met Kevin 2 years ago at Fest, and Greg as well. We hung out a little bit, and then just like when the album came out, we got in touch with Topshelf and asked them if they just wanted to take some copies because we wanted to get some over to the US. I emailed Topshelf and they were like, yeah, we'll take some copies. They took some copies, sold them, and then sent us an email saying, the next thing you do, get us in the loop. We want to be involved in it. So then we just worked out from there.
Oh, that is really sweet. Like that works out exactly how it's supposed to, right there.
Yeah.
So that's great, and that's actually how I found you guys. I was like, oh, what is this band? There's an English band on over here? What's going on? But I loved it, and I really liked that album a lot. And I wanted to talk a little bit about what your influences are, you personally, and I guess as a band as well.
In terms of, like, the album, we didn't actually listen to, like, anything. We purposely, like, listened to music that wasn't, like, emo the few months while we were writing. I listened to, like, nothing but, like, Neutral Milk Hotel and then, like, hardcore punk bands, and then I think Lou did, like, the same and just listened to, like, hardcore punk bands, and, like, I think he listened to, like, loads of Danny Brown, the hip-hop artist. We, like, purposely were, like, we were like, if we're going to write this album, we don't want to be, like, swayed by anything that's going on at the moment, because it's so easy to start writing a song and then you hear someone else's song and you're like, oh, we should have a bit like that in it. And we wanted to, like, just make it, like, completely just whatever came out of us. I guess that's why it's called Whatever too, a little bit. And then for the new 7-inch, I've been listening to a lot of, like, sort of 90s indie bands. Like, I've had, like, a second wave of listening to, like, Pavement and Teenage Fanclub loads again. I guess it's gone a little bit more of, like, an indie-driven direction. Like, I like listen to bands like Jejune, Hazel, Pavement, Dinosaur Jr., just like all the bands I used to listen to when I was younger. I kind of just, like, got back round to them, and it's made me write, like, sort of more, like, fuzzy style riffs and stuff like that. I've been writing, like, a little different to how we used to, and I think it suits us a little more, so we're going to stick to that, I think.
Wow. Well, I'm going to say, first off, your idea for Whatever not to listen to any other similar bands, I think is awesome, and I hope a lot of other bands listen to that example. But I love the new material, and it has a little bit of a smoother sound to it, so I can see how this 90s indie vibe is coming in. The hard thing with your guys' music is, maybe it's because you've gone through all these steps to try and make sure that you don't sound like anyone else. But you don't sound like anyone else, so it's a little hard to describe your music to anyone. Oh, well, it's got emo lyrics, but it doesn't really sound that emo. But it's also pretty intense, but it's also smooth. It's a little tricky, but I think that's what makes you guys so interesting. So I'm definitely into it.
Fuck, I think it's like a little head fuck, I think.
Oh yeah. It reminds me of Girl Talk a little bit, like, oh, that's like from this. Oh, that's like from this. This is too much.
Man, that Girl Talk album all day is so fucking tight. I love that record.
How good is it? He's a genius, man.
Yeah, when Rihanna drops, I'm dancing. So good.
I feel it. So, you guys played Fest.
Oh, dude, we didn't play Fest this year. I just went over to hang out. We've never played.
What? First of all, you should have played.
A few people said this. Like when I got back from America, everyone was like, "Hey, how was Fest? How was your set?" And I was like, "We didn't play." I just went. Lou didn't go. I just went because we went on tour with Your Live for like a month in Europe, and they're all from Florida, and they're all my boys. So I went over to go and hang out with the Your Live guys. You Blew It, Dikembe. We're planning some stuff with Dikembe for the future, so like, and also just go and see Kevin and the Topshelf guys, and it's just really nice to like just go and see all my friends in America. Lou really wanted to come this year, and if Lou did come, we would have played. But we came off this tour, and then I literally went straight to America afterwards, and he his work wouldn't let him do that, so he couldn't come. So we just hung out, but we've been talking a little bit, and I think we're gonna try our best to play Fest 2014. Like that's in our plans anyway. Like we need to tour the US anyway, but I mean also to play Fest like would be like something we really want to do. After I've been for 2 years, like it's the best vibe.
That should be pretty sweet, and hopefully I'll be able to get down to Fest and see you guys playing next year, so that will be really cool. Yeah. Also, it'd be great for you guys to tour the States. I feel like the people would love it.
I feel like that's really in our plans now. Like, we always talked about it and said, hey, we're going to go to America, and it didn't seem like it seemed like an idea, but there was nothing driving it, and now, like, the Top Shelf signing, like, it would be kind of stupid for us to not go. So it seems like a tangible idea now. Now we have a record coming out on an American label. I feel as if it would be a waste if we never went to America. So you'll see us there, 2014.
Sweet. I'm very excited for it. But you guys were talking about Top Shelf in Florida, hanging out with you, Blew It Dikembe. How strong is the force of emo in Florida? What is going on down there?
Yeah, Florida's crazy. Like, Florida's weird as fuck. Like,
true.
It's a very weird place. But I mean, it's full of really good bros. Like, all the You Blew It guys are fucking awesome. Flashlights are really good. Your Live, Dikembe, and there's a bunch of really cool like hardcore punk bands from around there too. And it's just a really good scene. I couldn't even count the amount of really good bands from Florida. Like,
yeah.
It's weird. Maybe they just don't have anything else to do apart from like look at gators and like palm trees and then just write songs. I don't know. But
yeah, the music coming out of there definitely is sweet. So, but you guys are playing some sweet music right now in England, and you're about to go on tour with the Narwhals, who I think are really sweet as well. Are you excited for that tour?
Very, very excited. Also, very nervous. Those guys have been our best friends like since before these bands even started. Like, I remember I put on a couple of the Narwhals guys were in a couple of bands before Narwhals, and I put them on like in Sheffield. They're a band called Casa and a band called Rasputin, like hardcore punk bands, and that was the Narwhals guys, and I put them on, met them then. Those bands sort of dispersed. Night Harvest wasn't even a thing then. I was just putting on shows, to help the the hardcore punk scene out and stuff, and then Night Harvest became a thing, and shortly after Narwhals became a thing. And me and Lou have known the Narwhals guys, like Charlie, Tom and Max, for maybe 4 years now, and Narwhals have only been going for like 2. So it's really cool that we actually get to fully go on tour with like some of the people that we've been like best friends with over the last 4 years, but at the same time they're all crazy fuckers, and they won't even care that I've said that. Like, they're crazy, and I love them because they're so crazy, but I mean, we like to party a lot, and we do get like pretty drunk and get a bit silly, but I mean, yeah, there's some crazy fun stories about Narwhals, like, and I hope we can just keep up with their craziness for like 2 weeks. But
that's honestly the first time I've ever heard that about an upcoming tour. Oh, I'm really nervous, but I might just be needing to party too hard.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. Like, this tour is not going to be at all like sensible in terms of like when we just played like 5 shows with dads, and every night after the dad shows, like, we just sort of like went back to someone's house, whereas the Narwhals tour is going to be, as soon as we put our guitars down, it'll be, where's the nearest nightclub and where's that crate of beer we got. Yeah.
you need a little bit of both though. You need a little bit of relaxation and then a little partying to keep yourself tough.
From what I know about Narwhals, it's all party, so this should be a great 2 weeks for us. Hopefully my voice doesn't blow itself out. Hopefully Lou doesn't get like lost somewhere. Hopefully we don't forget like a guitar amp at the venue because we were so drunk we forgot to put it in the van. So hopefully this could make or break us, I think.
Yeah.
This one.
Well, yeah. Your liver is just going to just quit. It's just, yeah. I'm out.
But every show is going to be awesome. Like, I think half the shows are sold out already. It's not one of those tours where you have to worry about, like, is there going to be people here tonight? Is it going to be busy? Are we going to get money for the van and, like, for the food and stuff? This tour's going to be so easy relaxing because we just know that, like, over half the shows have already sold out. and it's Narwhals, they're huge, it's all going to be so busy.
Yeah.
So every show is going to be rammed and like a few hundred people, which is going to be really fucking cool. That's the first time we've done that. So
that sounds incredible, man. It sounds like a packed tour. If I could somehow get over to the UK, but anyone out there who's watching this, go get tickets to this tour. Your new EP, Hold Open Your Head, comes out on March 3rd. Is that correct?
Yeah, March the 3rd is the official day. Very
sweet. I'm very excited for that. Should we expect all the rest of the songs to sound somewhat similar to Hold Open My Head?
I don't know. I don't want to give away too much, but I mean, like, the first song is more upbeat than that. Like, the first one's, like, real, just speedy, start to finish, and really, really fuzzy. Then there's Hold Open My Head is the second track on the 7-inch. Side B is, like, a song that's, like, pretty, something that we've never done before, and it's, like, it's mostly just guitar and vocals, and there isn't that much drums in it. We've never done that before. All of our songs, like, drums kick in straight away, you know, on the album. And yeah, this third song is like a minute and a half of just guitar and vocals to intro it, and then the drums kick in. And then the fourth song sounds like Dinosaur Jr. That's what everyone said. Everyone was like, man, that song sounds like Dinosaur Jr. So that's all I can think about the fourth one. But they're all along the same vibe. They're all relatively, like, they go from, like, clean to fuzzy a lot. Like, they do that a lot now. I bought, like, 2 fuzz pedals, so I just sort of gone mad with that. Something we never used in whatever was fuzz pedals, and when we started writing this shit, I was like, it needs something. We wrote it all, and I was like, it needs something, and then I bought a fuzz pedal, and I was like, this is what it needs, and then I bought another fuzz pedal so I could have 2 different types of fuzz for different bits. So yeah, it's all along the same vibe as Hold Open My Head. There's no screaming, there's no shouting or screaming in it, it's all sang. It's much more melodic than whatever. Whatever was, like, hinting towards this, but we didn't go fully out into it. Like, there was still a lot of shouty bits and twiddly bits. Mm-hmm. This whole 7-inch has no twiddly guitar parts, no shouting or screaming. It's all very, like, quite smooth, like you said before. Like, it's definitely a smoother sound. I wanted it to sound like as much like Teenage Fan Club as possible, and yeah, we did okay.
Well, I'm really excited to hear it. That's all the questions I have for you, man, so thanks for this interview.
No worries, man. Thanks so much for, like, getting in touch. This has been awesome. Cheers.
Peace.